Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, where last episode we concluded Route D of Act 3's severed bonds by facing up against Fairy and making her remember the time she had spent with us, but not before the Crimson Corruption brought forth the Lord of Wings Calvard Archon as we fought the beast alongside Felida to cleanse the source and earn another Genesis. Reconvening in our blown up home, we now set out on a sweep of Edith at night from Montmartre. I should be finished cleaning the office soon, but why don't you have some dinner in the meantime? I'm sure you all must be hungry by now. Dinner sounds great, actually. Thanks. Yeah, I'm starving. Well, alright. Today is supposed to be our day off, but guess I can whip up something quick for you. Should recharge you in no time. Thank you very much, Victor. Paulette. We need to make sure something like this doesn't happen again. Agreed. Nobody messes with my tenants and gets away with it. Just try not to get hurt, alright? You don't have to worry about us, alright? Plenty of neighbors have already offered assistance with the cleanup. Even Maxim's volunteered. Only thing that Fool's good for is clearing out the rubble. But if he can manage to pull his weight, maybe I'll give him a few scraps for dinner. Oh, Dad. Well, nevertheless, the help is appreciated. I'm sure if we all work together, we'll have the restaurant open in no time.
Oh, what would you like?
Pudding de Montmartre. I want tartatan.
Do your best out there, okay?
Don't worry so much. I'm just grateful no one was hurt. But I'll admit, all of us in pretty bad shape. Might be a while before we can fix everything. Well, until that happens, I can set you guys up with a place to sleep for now. It'll be a bit small, but you're just gonna have to make do. The fact you're letting us sleep in your actual place. Pudding de Montmartre has been added to the menu, and so is red dragon mapo tofu, quincy parfait glande, liberal style rice omelette, hooray babakai, babasai, loco moco lavandula.
What's on the menu?
And all be made.
Seen ya.
I just haven't ate the pudding de Montmartre. Eat. Ooh. Next rank.
That was delish.
Strength plus 15 to all party members. What are you eating, Shizuna? Hamburger sausage on crackers with slight green beans and carrots? That's it. What is it? Nom nom. The food's pretty good here. It's got this warm homemade flavor, but with the slightest touch of sophistication. You can tell the chef really pays attention to details. Yep, that's the secret ingredient to Montmartre's success, after all. So I see. I think I'll start stopping by whenever I'm in the capital then. Should give me some time to pop into your office to say hello to. Sound like a plan? What do you mean, sound like a plan? We're not here for your entertainment, you know. Still, unless we solve our current problem, there won't even be an office for you to say hello to. Point taken. Oh, just so you know, I do still intend on assisting you to the end here. So let me know when you need a little extra firepower, alright? Alright, Maxim. The day got repeated. The Jacobin got arrested before he even made it to put the bomb down by the look of it. Did you win? Well, that's the door fix. What's next? You went fast, Maxime. Good job. But it's getting kind of late. Why don't we call it a day? Good thinking. You know, you've got a pretty good head on your shoulders, you mate. Are you guys going somewhere? Yeah, we still have a few more things to do. Glad to see you guys have managed to fix things up a little, though. I'm sure you two have been a big help. I still can't believe what happened. I came as soon as I heard. I was worried something might have happened to Paulette. But thankfully, it seems nobody was injured. So, we got all dead once. Sorry we made you worry. Oh yeah, Maxim looked like he was about to throw up when he got here. So make sure to come back to us, okay? Or else Maxim will throw up for real. Yeah, you got it, kiddo. The press were all over us today. Well, I'm just glad Aslan and I made out in one piece, and that they managed to catch the terrorists too. But I'm a bit sad to see that the race has been cancelled. I had high hopes, so the race got cancelled. I'm not sure what's going on lately, but just stay safe, okay? Perhaps it's a bit hypocritical of me to say, but I'd hate to see Paulette and Yume upset again. Don't stay out too late, okay? You don't want to worry Montmartre's poster girl after all. You got it, kiddo. We'll be back soon, Yume. Like we could ever refuse someone with such a cute face. That makes you like they got out okay, so it still proceeded as it did before? It's very confusing. Let me in. What if a 12's up there? Hey, you guys headed somewhere? We're just going for a little walk around town. Thanks for helping with the cleanup, by the way. Really appreciate it. It was no big deal. We just had to do a few quick check-ins on the orbital equipment. That explosion was something else, though. But at least we can rest easy knowing the police have ruled it as an accident. Totally rest easy. Well, somebody's at fault here. Of all the places to make a mess. I guess they haven't told anyone the truth yet. Yeah, they've told any witnesses to keep quiet for the moment. I'm sorry, you guys. Yes, I intend to do everything in my power to atone for my transgressions. We should try looking for clues that'll point us in their direction. With Montmartre not being open, that means there'll be less traffic. Less traffic means less profit. Hey, hurry up on fixing the place, Filinkoff. It's not like there's anything wrong with the first floor, right? Don't worry, they should be able to reopen whenever. I've checked the whole place over, pipes to air ducts. Should probably run a test on their load-bearing walls, though. The building's starting to show signs of wear and tear. Huh? What do you mean wear and tear? Weren't you the one in charge of renovating the place? Oh, is that true? Yeah, that was me, all right. And since we're bringing up the good old times, Gitten here used to own the entire building. What? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Yeah, I sold it to Victor when he started talking about wanting to own his own restaurant. Knew he was a pretty good hand at cooking, so I figured why not? Guess I did hear she used to be a landowner. Well, that's not something I expected to learn today. It'll spell trouble for Old Town if Montmartre's closed too long. We'll get the whole mess clean, stat. It's just the first floor that needs to be usable, right? Oh. Just realized something, right? So we're going to do a sweep now.
Well...
But, like, being loaded into, like, a very small sweep, main story, then straight into main story, just means we'll end up probably with sweep into sweep. So you gotta, like, you still got your greens with your dessert, you know? You just gotta eat them afterwards, I guess.
Quit dawdling and buy something.
Tyrell Times special report.
Stay out of trouble now.
Well, if it's an order from Gin, guess we got no choice, huh? You know, funnily enough, Kisara was out here just now too. Wanted to give us a hand with the cleanup. Told her to head on inside though. It's adults have everything under control. Don't worry about us. I'll let you know how the cleanup goes later, alright? The police finished inspecting the crime scene, so we've been working on cleanup and repair. Kisara's been giving us a hand too, actually. It's been going a lot faster than I thought it would. That's been saying he wants to do a full load-bearing inspection, just to make sure none of the walls come down anytime soon, you know? Apparently, the explosives used were adjusted so that they'd minimize damage. It's the strangest thing.
Well...
Minimize damage, maximize death of people? Very confusing. Victor sure knows how to make the best of his ingredients. It can be a bit hard finding just the right supplies for him, but I guess it all pays off in the end. Remembering the van was at least shot twice, so maybe the explosion didn't kill him, it was just the running away from explosion gun wound thing. Maybe he succumbed to something that wasn't necessarily the explosion. But anyway, hello? Something. Have I forgotten where to read my paper? It's not in here anymore, I know that much. That's where my paper should be, right? Where's my paper?
I see you're working hard as always.
I can't believe what happened to Montmartre. Are you alright? I heard nobody was hurt, but I was still worried. I mean, the police were here and everything. Please let me know if there's anything I could do to help. Really, anything at all. We will. Thank you for your concern. All the stuff in my office got blown up, so we'll probably have to take you up on that offer.
Looking is always free, you know.
New is a Miserable Rain for Judith. A music box plays a song that Dominique used to sing. Miserable Rain.
Come see us again sometime.
What's next?
I want to read my paper, but first of all, we're giving Judith a gift. Is that your son up there? Nope. Harry and Mark were trying to get a look at the crime scene today. Obviously, I had to put a stop to it, but they were so stubborn. Oh, and I heard Kisara helped out with the cleanup too. Still, doesn't it feel like things have been getting kind of strange lately, or am I just imagining it? No. I can't believe what happened today. I'm glad everyone made it out all right. Harry and Mark were over the moon about seeing real policemen, though. Wait, they were just here. Where'd they go? Should really keep an eye on those guys.
Nothing beats a peaceful life.
Mr. Hawker's back! Wait, what's Harry so mad for then? Did something happen? I hope he's okay. I don't think I've ever seen him like that before. Oh. I'm really sorry, Harry. I've been dealing with nothing but trouble lately. And when I finally thought I could come home, the work just kept piling up. Whatever, I ended up watching the Z1 with Mark anyway. Oh yeah, there was an accident over at Monmouth. Police came and everything. Nobody got hurt though. An accident? I should have been there for you. It was no big deal. Anyway, I'm staying the night at Sheena's, so you can spend all night working if you want. I'm so sorry.
Alrighty.
Oh, he's pretty mad up. Maybe there's some way I can explain it to him? Wait, hold on. Wasn't this the same thing that happened before? I guess I really haven't changed, not even after the divorce. I'm getting real sick of being played by my dad all the time. And it's not like I can't survive without him around. I mean, Sheena's parents are always letting me stay at their place. Maybe if I just moved in with them, Dad would get to work as much as he wants, and then everyone could be happy. Now, my predictions about Ida being there were right, but my predictions about Ida being the boss kind of addition to be a bit of a sick twist wasn't right. And then I thought that we'd have the rest of the day on this day, but obviously not either. Oh, it's you guys. I heard about what happened. I meant to help with a cleanup effort and all, but I'm still kind of scared to go out. It's just hard to believe something like that would happen in Old Town. You know, I heard you went on a tour of the capital yesterday. Guess this whole mess was kind of a setback for you, huh? I'm so sorry, Rebecca. Oh, it's not your fault. Besides, I'm kind of used to the sound of explosives. Yeah, I'm really good with them. Is that right? I guess I'm more afraid of people than anything else, really. It's wrong of me, I know, and Kisara's been trying her hardest to help everyone out too. I have to do better. I can't keep being so afraid all the time. This experience has been rather eye-opening for me as well. People have the capability of being cruel or noble in equal measure. Yeah, we should keep that in mind going forward. Actually, I hadn't seen Kisara at all this morning. I thought maybe she might have gotten caught up in everything. But she came back sometime around noon, I think. Said she'd been helping to fix a few things. She seemed a little off-put by something, though. I wonder what it was. I really should be doing better by her. My books page has died. Bit concerned about that. Maybe if I zone into a new area after the sweep, it will somehow, because it will, going past a loading barrier might fix it. We'll find out. What? The Aramis Scholarship Exam? That's right. It's designed for students with exemplary technical skills who can't normally pay for Aramis tuition. It not only stands to test the applicant's general comprehension level, but whichever marketable skill sets they have proficiency in as well. You know, if you broaden your scope of knowledge, the whole world will be at your fingertips. It warrants some thought, don't you think? Hold on a sec. Tell me who you are first. Don't think I've seen you around Old Town before. Why, this here is Miss Matilda. She's my good old Mahjong friend, and just between you and me, she's also the director of Aramis Academy. Said she simply had to meet the artist of that beautiful mural over there. What? Why would someone so important? No, there's no need to rush into an answer. Why don't you take some time to talk it over with someone you trust? Here, I'll even give you a few pamphlets with all the details. Just remember, this is only one path of many. School her, and it's up to me. Alright, I'll think about it. Man, everyone in Edith is so idealistic all the time. But maybe they're starting to rub off on me. Guess it was only a matter of time. That was awfully nice of her. Now the ball's in her court. Tilda and I have known each other for years now. Maybe it was a bit presumptuous of me, but I figured it might be a good idea to introduce the two. I'd hate for talent like Kisara's to go undiscovered after all. Besides, I'm also a representative for Aramis' Scholarship Foundation. I don't mind doing a little extra paperwork if it's for her, you know. Well, the choice is out there. Whether or not she takes it is up to her. It's best to take chances while you're still young, you know. But it's pertinent that you only make choices you're sure you won't regret. Of course, it's alright if you make mistakes. Just be sure to consider your decisions carefully. Right. director of Aramis, huh? She's awfully persuasive. Aramis Academy, huh? You know, I've never even thought about going to school before. I must be out of my mind for even considering it. Going to school? Yeah, it's terrible. Wow, I knew they'd been planning something, lady, but this... Talk about a heck of an offer. Well, yes, I should have expected something like this from Huck. You're going to get one too. I don't mean to interfere, of course, but I want Kisara to do what she really wants to do. Talent like her, she should follow her heart, don't you think? It'll definitely be rooting for her. I'll definitely be rooting for her.
Indeed.
Yeah, you're lightened up for that,
inside?
surely. I need to take a dip. I need to wash off the near-death experience.
That's the stuff.
I need to steam out the corrosion in people's bodies too.
The steam feels quite pleasant.
It looks like she's toying with poking herself in the eye. Should I? I need to figure out how it feels for my next film.
It's so nice and warm in here.
And the vacant look takes over yet again. I nearly died. The person
That
controlling
sure
me
perked me up.
said it was perfectly fine.
Come back anytime.
Alright, what else is going on here? Curtis sure does need a lot of documents for enrollment. These should work as proof of residence, right? By the way, is everyone at Montmartre okay? I couldn't believe my ears when they said there'd been an explosion. I mean, I eat there practically every day. Well, I'm sure they'll get it all fixed in no time.
Alrighty.
I guess all that hard work was worth it. I'm so relieved. Well, starting next month, I'll be attending Aramis Academy as an official first year. My dream's finally coming to fruition, huh? Oh, by the way, I heard Aramis is also doing some sort of secondary recruitment. It's supposed to be based on specific skill proficiency instead of general knowledge. But don't you think that's kind of cheating? If I had to take the real test, they should too. Well, whatever. The people doing it are probably just a bunch of dropouts anyway. If they don't want to put in the effort, then they should go somewhere else. Ooh. Yes, exactly. Curtis has always been a rather sensible child, you know. I never doubted him for a second. Oh, congratulations, Dora. You must be so proud. We've been talking about Curtis for the past 3 hours, though, and considering the sun's going down... Oh, my apologies. I can be so scatterbrained sometimes, but before I leave, let me tell you about the award Curtis received when he was 5. I'm pretty sure I know this one word for word by now. That's a proud mum. Obnoxiously proud. I'm so glad Curtis made it into Aramis. Oh, I couldn't be more happy for him, but maybe it's time... No, I'm sure Father Nikolai will listen to them. Oh, I do seem to be getting a bit hungry, though. Yes, run, flee where you can. That explosion at Montmartre really surprised me. I'm relieved to hear it was only an accident, but they still had to close down for the day. So tragic.
Goddess of the sky is always watching over.
I take it you've all been rather busy today. Well, I'm glad to know no one was injured, to think even the CID would come investigate. I must say I was quite curious about the situation myself, what with all these strange incidents happening lately. I wonder if they're all connected. Father Nikolai's as sharp as ever, huh? He's right to be concerned. If things continue like this, it's only a matter of time before someone gets hurt. Us. A lot. Yes, we must find a swift and efficient solution. I can't help being worried for the people of Old Town. Well, whatever happens, my heart will always be with them. Please, Goddess, why would you allow the same tragedy to befall us again? Why hasn't anything changed? Looks like she's praying quite seriously. Oh yeah, old Granny BS. Although I can't help feeling like she's actually telling the truth sometimes. I'm sure she's got a past like everyone else. I mean, the reason she's like that in the first place, well, guess it's not my story to tell. What? Why, if nothing's changed, then what was it all for? Ben, it's not your story to tell, and you've been through a situation with a certain Anguis.
Nothing beats a peaceful life.
That makes you realize that you shouldn't tell the stories. But, yes. What portals have I missed? Okay, we got Tiger. We got a Twirl. What's going on here then? Meow indeed. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. Meow, meow. What's going on? Looks like some fat cat's approaching a 12 with a kitten. I think it's the one she was looking for, actually. I'm so happy it made it back. Oh, that's Tiger. He usually spends his time roaming around the Centre Marché. Nice job, little man. Looks like a 12 seeing you in a whole new light.
Well...
Dependable man. Meow, meow, meow. Good kitten. Well. Good job there, Tiger. Right, no 4 SPGs here in Old Town. There's only one more shop to check out. I almost had a heart attack when I heard the explosion. For it to happen at Montmartre, of all places. The police weren't around for very long, though. I guess they figured it was all an accident. But I could have sworn I heard a car speeding through Old Town this morning. Or maybe I'm wrong.
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
You're wrong. Believe what the government tells you. Right, that's Old Town completed. I think we should move on to Station Street. Because I was thinking we should go there because the sweep hasn't really been done here. But then, like, finished. But then, like, we never got into those places. No, but it's all open for more. Oh. Is this a normal bug? Hey, wait, it works now. Wait, what? I had to press circle and it worked. What was going on with that then? Wait, now it just... What went wrong that I just had to press circle? Huh? Well, whatever. Tyrell Time special report. Follow up on the incident at yesterday's Z1 Grand Prix. Details regarding the incident at yesterday's Z1 Grand Prix finals have begun to emerge. In the wake of the incident, we learned it was not an accident, but rather an act of terrorism. According to local authorities, Aslan's car was likely tampered with prior to the race, causing the scene that unfolded. After an overnight investigation, they concluded the incident was the work of a radical anti-immigration group called the True Grievance Brigade. Several members of the group have already been taken into custody and confessed their involvement in the affair. Being the first Central Eastern immigrant favoured to win the Grand Prix, Aslan had captured the attention of fans and the media in the lead-up to the race. The majority of Z1 fans view Aslan and his remarkable achievements in a positive light. His immigrant status has also inspired animosity from nationalist elements in the fan base. According to Z1 officials, threatening letters addressed to Aslan were delivered to race organisers since well before the finals had even occurred. During interrogations, the terrorists responsible for the incident admitted that Aslan's ancestry motivated them in part to carry out their heinous crime. Following the accident, Aslan was rushed to the hospital for treatment and a thorough examination. As of last night, physicians concluded he had suffered light bruising and a concussion, but that his life was not at risk. The chances of long-term injuries appear to be slim, and he is expected to be discharged within a few days and back on the racetrack before the end of this month. Many fans expressed concern about... I was just reading that again. Many fans expressed concern about Aslan's health following the incident, and for the time being, it seems they can rest easy. Needless to say, the Grand Prix finals was suspended in light of the incident, and for the time being, a champion has not been named. The Z1 Grand Prix Management Committee issued a statement clarifying that a follow-up race will be held in the coming days to determine the series winner. If he's got a concussion or something, it needs to, like, wait a bit. However, given the need for Aslan to recover and repair his damaged car, as well as the need to strengthen the race's terrorism deterrence measures, an exact date for the race is yet to be set in stone. The management committee has stated it hopes to hold the race at some point next month. Follow-up report: explosion in the 8th district. Early this morning, a small explosion caused a fire in a multi-tenant building in Old Town. The explosion primarily impacted the 2nd and 3rd floors of the building, and due to the swift containment of the fire, a restaurant occupying the 1st floor and the surrounding buildings were undamaged. It has not been determined whether anyone was present on the second or third floors when the explosion occurred, but as of the time of printing, no casualties have been reported. In regard to the cause of the explosion, authorities stated the incident was likely caused by an aging orbital power source overheating and combusting in conjunction with a rupture in the building's plumbing system. You mean gas? What's going on back here? What a disgrace. Is this kid a newbie or something? Just between us, this will be the first time for a few of them. But don't worry, we've made sure to train them well. Oh, now you have my interest. Pleasure doing business. We'll make sure to set you up with a good aphrodisiac too. A solicitor from the Blacklight District. I'm surprised they've come this far into the city. This is clearly against the rules. Anyway, we should keep moving. I'm actually pretty used to the Blacklight District's dealings now.
Very well.
Very well.
Let's see. I need to buy...
I invited Beth to my house the other day. I listened to all her worries and even gave her a few lessons on housekeeping. That girl, I hope she finds some way to fill the hole in her heart.
Thank you for visiting the Western
All her life
Department
she's
Store.
thought that being married to someone wealthy was what led to true happiness. But I've made sure to tell her that
Our
happiness
stores
is
have a
found in
wide
many
variety
aspects
of
of
fine
life,
goods for
not
sale.
just marriage. I only hope she listens. I said all
We
those
hope you
things
enjoy
last year in
shopping
hopes
with
that I
us.
would drive her away. But I've learned I need to face my issues head on. I just hope she understands now. I heard there was a fire at Monmouth. I was so worried. I dine there so often after all, and that's not to mention how many children are in the area.
Let me know if you need any... Please,
Do
come
you actually
back
have new stuff?
anytime.
No, you're one of the vendors that don't have new stuff. Never thought my
Ladies and
sister could be so
gentlemen,
sentimental.
Your attention, please.
Did Xiaoling send you something? Yeah, in the past all her letters had ever talked
On the
about was
roof of
whether I
this
was ready to
building,
give her my
you
job
will
yet
find
so
a
I could
rest
come back
area
to the
surrounded
Gecko
by
school.
greenery.
But this one is different. She wanted me to know that as long as I show passion for the path I'm on, she's
Should
willing
you
to
need a
accept
break
my
from your
choices.
shopping, you are
Now
more
that I
than
think about it,
welcome to
did she
relax
really
there.
say that? Maybe I read it wrong. Makes sense to me. You know, Lumport might be slow to change its ways sometimes, but it's never been immune to progress. I'm sure plenty of people back home are realizing they need to start adjusting their beliefs a little. Still, to have not only my father, but my stubborn little sister express her acceptance of me, feels like I'm living in a parallel world. Maybe something about a bracer job changed her mind. Isn't this what you've always wanted, though? I mean, not that you need to worry about others
Ladies
accepting
and
your choices, but
gentlemen, your
this is exactly
attention,
what you've been
please.
waiting for. Well, anyway, I'm glad for you, and if you ever need any help, feel free to give us a shout.
On the roof of this building,
Thank you,
will
Van.
find a rest area
Honestly, this
surrounded
whole
by
ordeal's given me a
greenery.
good chance to reflect on my path in life. There's got to be a way to get the best of both worlds,
Should
right?
you need a break from your shopping,
But
you
don't
are
you
more
worry,
than
I'll be holding
welcome
down
to
the pharmacy
relax
for a
there.
while yet.
Well,
Guess I should be getting back to work. Care to clear our shelves before you leave? Ever the salesman. What are you selling them? Oh, you're here. Heard you guys had something big happen with Marduk and the Kruger. You know, I thought Marduk had been making some strange moves lately, and then there were those rumors about the Kruger and the Blacklight District. But I think 2 of your assistants would be involved.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Is everyone all right?
Your attention, please.
I suppose it only makes sense that Miss Sylvie's aware of the situation. Allow me to take full...
On the
No,
roof of
my
this
inexperience
building,
is to
you
blame,
will
so...
find a rest area
From now on, I
surrounded by
pledge to do my
greenery.
very best in helping Van and the others. Sounds like you two are trying to find ways to cope with the
Should
situation.
you need a break from your shopping,
But
you
think
are
of it
more
this
than
way.
welcome to relax
Both of you
there.
managed to overcome the problem in the end, right? That sounds like some pretty serious strength to me. You should be proud of yourselves. Miss Sylvie, I just keep remembering how helpless it made me feel. Like Sylvie said, learning to cope with the situation might take a little time. I know this was a horrible thing to experience, but everyone made it on one piece, and you're stronger for it. Exactly, and who knows? Maybe you'll even be able to turn that strength into your own weapon. A weapon you can use to
Thank
fight
you
for peace
visiting
and
the Western
justice.
Department Store.
I suppose you're right. Thank you, Miss Sylvie. I'll use what I've learned to my advantage.
Our stores have a wide variety
Yeah,
of
I guess
fine
the only
goods
way to
for
go from
sale.
here is up, huh? Anyway, I recognize
hope
that you
you
guys
enjoy
have been
shopping
through a
with
lot.
us.
Honestly, the fact that you've managed to get through it all is pretty impressive. It's been an honor doing work for you guys. If you ever find yourself in need of some help, feel free to stop by. I'm all ears.
What would you like today?
So what are you selling that's new? Probably an weapon that we didn't buy. Like the salamander here. Or blue papillon.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everything
your
else has
attention,
been
please.
bought except for the upgradey bits, if you know what I mean. Maybe I'll buy them
On
in
the roof
time.
of this building, you will find a rest area surrounded by greenery.
The news were probably the custom.
Should you need a
The
break from your
customized section.
shopping, you are more
And
than
I'm at
welcome to relax
48k
there.
mirror.
I'll get more good stuff in stock soon.
You better. I didn't think Marguerite would be so affected by what we talked about. Well, I suppose it only makes sense. How could money and a husband be enough to fix all my problems? I feel like I've really had my eyes opened. I think that talk with Marguerite made me realize I was just feeling lonely. I mean, I don't really have any friends, and the reason I try to get dressed up all the time is so that I could get men to talk to me.
Your attention, please.
She was right. Maybe I do need help. Anyway, now that I know money and statuses aren't
On
the
the
key
roof of this
factors to a
building,
healthy marriage,
you will find a
I'll
rest
have to
area
remember that from now
surrounded
on.
by greenery.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Should you need a
Emerald
break from your
bangle for
shopping,
Ferry
you are more
with
than welcome
Esmeralda
to relax
stones.
there.
Buy Ferry a gift while she feels guilty about
Please
things.
stop by again!
I believe it's about time for the end of the school semester, correct? We've had a fair number of parents stop in to purchase graduation robes recently. Thankfully, we managed to arrange uniforms for the new semester ahead of time. I have a feeling we'll be rather busy in the near future. What's going on with Administrator Wesley? Welcome to Western Department Store's first ever Mishi show. Where? The scale may be a bit small, but the turnout's been spectacular so far. We've received rave reviews for the performance too. With this success, I believe we've proven ourselves quite capable of using an opponent's assets to our advantage. This event has helped lay the foundation for our future.
Indeed.
I'll admit I was a bit hesitant to use a mascot so closely associated with one of our rivals, but the trio on Mall has no such qualms when it comes to snatching up brands. They think it will be of use to them, they'll have it. In order for us to gain the same amount of reach, we have to do the same. We have no chance of opposing them otherwise. You're telling me I missed the Mishi show earlier? Oh, there's Mishi here. How could this be? I managed to get into the event today to hug Mishi, but how is he even softer than I imagined? It was like hugging an expensive luxury carpet. I've got to add this to the list of Mishi's best features. God, how is he so perfect? He is essentially an expensive luxury carpet. The Mishi show ended just a little while ago. Make sure to join us next time. Good evening, everyone. Did you come all this way just to see me? Well, not exactly. I didn't think we'd see you around this late. Guessing your event ran a little long. It seems Mishi's as busy as ever. Well, I'd love to talk more of you all, but I really do need to be going. I mean, my energy has its limits, you know. Anyway, it's time I return to Michelin Wonderland. Alright, good job today, Mishi. Thank you. See you next time. I'm sorry, everyone, but it's time for me to say bye-bye. Even Mishi needs his rest. This Mishi's a slacker, I tell you. I can't believe they got Mishi to show up. The trio mall practically had a stranglehold on him. At this rate, our rooftop could be turning into quite the event venue. Right, that's the mall sorted out. Which probably leads into us maybe picking up a quest soon. Of the two that exist, though, which one do I pick? One in Tyrell. And one in Riverside. Look, the net news just updated. After a thorough examination, Aslan has been determined to have sustained 0 career-threatening injuries. For real? Oh, I'm so glad. That accident looks so scary. Wait, but what about his face? Any scars? All minor lesions will see a full recovery. Like the goddess. Yeah, seriously, if anything were to happen to that beautiful face of his, it might just put me into a coma. I don't think it's that drastic. No way, they finally gave me an offer. Oh man, these past 15 hours were stressful as all get out. Well, at least it's over now. I can finally say I got a job before I graduated. But did it really have to be a public transportation company? This feels like a cruel twist of fate. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine, right? I'm sure you'll be fine indeed. Well, we still got more to sweep in this area, but we finally did start half of it. But for the last episode of the session, if you know what I mean, we should move on and do a little something extra. So, let's find out what's on the board over here, first of all. Yes.
I've already confirmed that on our end.
That's not the board. You're the reporter.